Arya goes crazy and starts climbing on a bunch of shit. Like, that's the influence.
I've got a bucket of popcorn.
That's cute.
This one has got white cheddar.
What?
Oh, I love white cheddar popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, are you one of the kinds of people that just eats through one flavor and then leaves the other two?
I'll probably leave the butter because their butter is disgusting. But
Oh, it's cold popcorn?
yeah, it's canned.
I'm not about that life. Sorry. Popcorn, it has to be hot.
I like food no matter what, so.
Agreed. Oh, I gotta change the scene.
I like food.
Hello?
Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay, I think I didn't turn on the settings right.
It's been.
Here now.
Okay.
Yes.
What's this gambling dice?
So that was something I was kind of throwing together
What?
for shit to do it like at a tavern and stuff.
Play games now.
Ooh, we can play things.
I'm good at deceiving people. I'm a terrible talker, but my character is just great at it.
Like that's something I got to work into probably the dice or something for deceiving.
Okay, I know. Uh-oh, baby cry. And I was gonna ask, I know I missed a week before holiday break. So I know we're in the cave for the sinkhole, and
So you guys were in the cave in the sinkhole, but then on the session you missed, they basically cleared out and just wiped the dirt with everybody else's face that they found in the sinkhole. They were captured in a couple of cages, but made quick work of those, just like ripping them to shreds, rolling over 20 on both of their checks. So the cages were just mangled up, so they just walked right out of the cages. We're nearly down by rats, though. Which
Really, I think is a
Rats.
little...
I think it was
that's
maybe more because
overstating it.
everyone was like just so spread out whenever that fight started.
I
Yeah,
went
so it was
over
Preventer that burst all the cages. And you guys proceeded to
No,
a
I
room.
helped.
There were several dead bodies in the room with the rats with a symbol carved in their foreheads. You guys proceeded to a room with a floating rock in it, and then to a room with multiple doorways. You guys went to the left.
Not only was the floating rock, it was like an area where even I could float.
And Grubender went weightless and tried to crush people. And you proceeded to the room to the left, and you found a small boy kind of pinned underneath a pile of rocks and an open door that was at the end of the hallway where all the cages were. And then you went to the right, or it might be right and then left. But then on the right side, you found an old man who was very enthusiastic about you guys not opening the door that he was sitting at for fear of waking the Delvers.
Oh, that's right. I knocked that guy out.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shortly after that, a band of people were storming down the tunnels, got fireballed, then mutilated, and then just dead.
Now, was that mutilation from us?
Oh, it was absolutely from you guys.
Okay.
Wait, who did we mutilate?
Apparently a group of people.
Really?
Those three people, or was it more than three?
There was like 7 people down there
Was there 7?
with stone masks.
Oh, those guys.
Those guys.
Oh yeah, we fucked them up.
Oh yeah. And then the old man Baragustas told you of a kind of. He told you. I give you a list of names of individuals that he spotted that were down there in the tunnels without their masks. He did tell you that there were others that he didn't see because they were wearing masks. And then he told you of a safe house that you could kind of chill out in for the night, and he brought you to Mother Yolanda's, which is where you guys are now.
Okay.
And while you were there, Yushi and Illyria were going through the puzzle cylinder and opened it up. And inside, they found a map.
A map.
And Lothar didn't want to share a bed with anyone, so he went to a separate room.
What?
Despite us deciding that we should stick together.
That's bull. Lothar would never do that.
Maybe not sober Lothar, but drunk Lothar piece.
Probably.
Yushi was sitting on the floor, like playing with the cylinder, so it was either sleep in the same bed with me or Cassie.
Or sleep on the floor.
Beds. I can see beds.
Lothar is not wrong. He does not sleep on the floor.
He's classier than that.
He's classier than that. At least I like to think so.
Picky.
He
Again,
thinks he's classier than
He
that.
thinks he is.
the player, not so classy. Character, yes, maybe a little bit.
All right.
Alright, so I'm sleeping.
All right, so Lothar, Cassie, and Grabender were all sleeping. Yushi and Illyria had just opened up this cylinder and discovered its contents, and then I'm not sure if they decided to just pass out on the floor or what.
Well, Illyria only needs her 4 hours, so she would do that at some point. Probably just sitting up against the wall.
And I would pass out on the floor.
Are we supposed to be outside in the town right now? I'm not in the...
Yeah, you guys are passing out in the middle of town.
Thank you.
Did you give me
It was a rough
drug
night.
or something? The one I missed.
What?
No.
Okay. So I guess we did capture. Was it a monster or before we attacking rats?
You were attacking rats and you were attacking people down there.
But the people attacked us.
Well, people attacked you.
Kind of.
There's that evilness coming out.
We assumed they were going to attack us.
They made it pretty clear they were there to kill us. And then you fireballed them.
Okay.
You just
And then they were definitely there to kill you.
Which for one
Greatest fireball
didn't
ever.
hit us. You hit them.
Oh, what happened?
Which is good. I'm learning.
And what happened to the halfling? The one we fell down the sinkhole.
So he was raised back up on a rope, and then about halfway through, he came back down with a couple of villagers looking for you guys, and he was told to go back out the hole, and so he did. And then when the group left the hole, he was still sitting at the top of the hole, asleep up next to the tree that you tied your rope off on,
And we left him there.
and you left him
Yeah.
there.
We left.
What a poor guy.
Oh, that's right.
He was
didn't
trying so
fall
hard to
down.
help us.
That's right. I didn't fall down. I grabbed the rope
Right.
and came down.
Okay, so everyone's napping.
Let me make sure everything's.
All right.
Should be I'm good on spells, good on my inspiration.
So everyone, I'm not sure if we did this last time or not, but everyone heals up half your level's worth of hit dice, or you get those back, and then you get full hit points, and all spells back, all abilities back, and all that.
We good.
So we're level 5, so we get 2 back.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm only at 3 because I had to use a bunch last game.
Apparently, I had to use some too, even though I've got some healing magic. Is all I'm saying.
I have a fancy dagger.
Of course. I got gloves that make me strong.
Come on, be happy about my dagger.
Only you can see with it.
It's beautiful and I love it.
I was just about to say I don't like silly daggers, and I realized I have one.
Yeah, you have the silliest dagger of them all because yours is a flute.
Hey.
You are the Green Ranger.
Just means
that's
that, like-
actually the picture I sent Zen. I said, "Can this be my musical instrument?"
Can you summon your dragon sword with it?
When he stabs
At
something,
level
it just
3.
means the blood gets like in the holes, and he has to like clean it out every single time he uses it.
No. It's blood magic. It requires sacrifice.
Also, I'd like to point out that my rolls are definitely in your guys' favor because last time Misha used one of her abilities that made it so that I could roll on to see whether or not she gets a wild magic surge or not. So I rolled it. I got a 1. And so I rolled on the table, and it was whatever one's like healing X hit points. So she would have healed 40 hit points.
Nice.
Who would have?
Mushi for a wild magic surge.
Nice.
Well, why don't you just hang on to that? We'll use that later.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll need it.
Well, it's before she gets that ability back. So now that she's got that ability back, it would have had to have been before that.
The Tides of Chaos, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So the sun crests in through some of the cracks in the walls, and you can hear birds chirping, and it sounds like villagers kind of going about their day.
Stupid
The
villagers.
wall just beyond.
Stupid birds and stupid sun. Trying to sleep here.
He must have had a rough night.
Oh, so it's morning now?
It's
And
morning now.
It's time.
You survived. Way to go.
No one came to kill us.
I'll
More
wake up,
importantly, we weren't ambushed.
stretch, and then I'll come downstairs. Oh wait, that's outside.
Lothar jumps off the bed.
Yeah,
I do not. I haven't
they're
been in
like
this
little
building.
balconies on the outside that connect the floors.
That's-
Yeah, the stairs go around to the outside of the building.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have a mission log anymore, do we?
Nope.
No, because it was just full of the quests you guys had already completed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So I got rid of them because I was starting to lag on Roll20.
Okay.
Clean this shit up.
Okay. Well, I
So-
guess I'll. So I have to go down the stairs outside of the building and then go downstairs.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that then.
So help me remember. The now you're just
So-
being-
Oh my
It's
god.
here down those stairs.
Oh, hey.
So it's like one floor,
That
goes
is
down, the
brilliant.
other floor goes down.
I know
Lothar-
these connect. It's crazy.
Lothar, as you get to the base of these steps, you see
Yes.
looks like a kind of poorly constructed several planks of wood blocking off the stairs. And as you kind of hop over it, you see a note scrawled into the front of it that says "closed for repairs"
On which side?
on the far side, the side you are now. It
Okay.
says third floor closed for repairs.
Oh, okay.
So we were extra safe.
So I'm gonna look
right.
inside this door that's next to me.
All right. Roll me a thieves' tools check.
25.
All right.
Ooh, I'll do it.
As you open the door, you are greeted by a half-dressed man in the process of putting pants on, and he looks up at you, very confused, before he shouts out at you, What are you doing? Get out of here, pervert! Get out of here!"
And I'll say, room service.
And he comes over to the door, slams it in your face.
Sorry to disturb you. I guess I'll just keep on going down the hallway.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll just mind my own business. just walk off.
I spelled that totally wrong.
Not totally.
One R,
I just
two
missed
R's.
the letter.
It sounds the same.
Yeah,
Maybe.
so I'm gonna head down to whatever the lobby is.
Oh, I don't know. I guess one of them could be correct. One of them could be correct.
Correct. That's like when you completely destroy two people.
together.
They were correct.
Oh. Exactly.
Okay, you're making my eye twitch.
Hmm. Good morning.
Okie dokie. So, I guess I'm gonna head downstairs.
Who are we gonna stab today?
Oh, okay. Are we going downstairs?
Not me.
I'm sure
please.
we'll find someone.
I'm just gonna follow Mushi.
Whee!
Do I have to do like some sort of save to see if I can hop over this?
No, you don't.
You are 7
Okay.
inches shorter.
No, she's only 1
No,
inch
she
shorter
grew
now.
again. Yeah,
Oh, you grew again. Fantastic.
she got it back.
did.
I'm sure that hurt.
I'm like normal size-ish again.
I think we're the same height now, right?
So, Illyria, as you go by this first door, you can see Mother Yolantha still sitting in her doorway in a rocking chair, smoking her pipe, just kind of slowly rocking back and forth, watching, more or less just kind of watching the front door.
Good morning.
And she gives you a nod of her head.
Is there any chance that we might find breakfast?
And she stops rocking, takes the pipe out of her mouth. She says, there are several chicken shacks you can check around town, or there's the baker.
Baker. Where is he?
I know where we can get some pickles as well.
She gestures out roughly in the direction of number 8 on the map to the east.
I have to zoom out to see number 8.
I don't know if
Go outside to see number 8.
they have these here, but back in Draconia, they have these things we call bagels. They're delicious.
Good.
She says, I prefer more humane food myself.
Oh no, it's just a bread. It's like a round bread roll with a hole in the middle.
What is the point of this hole?
It's just how it's baked. The outside is like firm and crispy. It's quite delicious, I promise.
Sounds absurd to be buying bread with sections of it missing.
And Miyoshi
So I
walks
guess-
by and says, if it's anything like your fizz bang, I think I'll pass.
I thought you liked the fizz bangs.
A little too much.
Hey, I can't get drunk right now. I don't see any kick in them.
Actually, how long does that last?
Oh, she's still got like 3 weeks left.
Are you serious? Oh shit!
Wasn't it like 23 days or something?
She rolled it for like 14 days or something. She rolled
Oh
like the
my
max
God.
you could do.
You have to go do a drinking contest at the inn, and we will totally bet on you.
I did it.
Challenge, like, no, okay. So no, this is for real. This is in character. Lyria's like eyes are like lit up right now. We're gonna go find the biggest, fattest motherfucker in that inn, and you're gonna challenge him to a drinking contest, and we'll just put all of our money on you because the odds will be so not in your favor.
Oh no. That sounds like a gambling.
Exactly.
Well, I know that the fizz
Exactly.
bangs don't work on me. We can try this.
You can't get drunk. This is amazing.
Wouldn't that be like cheating?
No, she's drinking the drinks. It's not like she's
Oh.
spitting them back into the bottle.
Oh yeah.
It's not like I'm aware that I can't get drunk or anything.
Details.
It still seems like cheating, but you're right. She is drinking the drinks.
Just give me your money. I'll bet for you. You'll be fine.
As you're having this conversation, Mother Yolantha leans forward and asks for Bender in a very kind of quizzical voice, like, is it true this one cannot get drunk?
I don't know. I know that I got very drunk. She was drinking with me. I just don't know.
Well, if she can drink as you say she can, place 10 gold on her for me. She hands Grubender a small coin purse. 10 gold pieces in it.
Oh shit, son.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm gonna turn around to Illyria and kind of look like, can we get breakfast first?
I suppose. Go on, go find your bagel.
It doesn't sound like they have them.
You could make one, I'm sure. Just cut the middle out and have him charge you the same price for it.
Okay, Grabender's going off towards number 8, wherever this baker's shop is.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
go in search of baked goods.
All right, so as you guys are opening the door, there's a kind of a herd of goats that you guys have to make your way through.
Oh,
One of them is
Big
Kind of
huge.
being
I did tell you
herded
guys about him.
past the doorway.
Right, so there's a herd of goats outside, and they're blocking the way.
Like, not really blocking the way, like, you can kind of make your
They're
way
running
through
through.
them.
I love goats.
They're just kind of there. Along
Oh,
with
for
Is
a
it the
second?
horns?
That guy looked like also a goat. Like, I thought it was just goats.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the big map. I haven't even.
And I was like, who's Larman Greenboot? All I see is a
Oh,
bunch of
That
goats.
does look like a goat. Oh my god.
I'm trying to figure out why one of them is like monster goat.
I know. Why is
It's a
one of
tiger
them
goat.
really big?
One of the goats seems to be roughly 4 times the size of the others.
Oh my god.
And upon seeing Lothar step out of the building, the shepherd looks extremely excited and he says, "Ah, sir, it is you. I'm glad you are prepped and ready to go today so early. Ha, but as you no time like the present, I suppose. Are you and your sister ready to make haste?"
I believe so. I talked to my party about it, but we happened to fall into a hole earlier.
Oh, well, that's quite curious indeed.
Yes, who puts a hole in the middle of a town?
Who puts a hole in anything? It seems absurd to me.
And I come back upstairs and I'm a little bit jumped. There's a bunch of goats in the building.
This is outside.
Okay. And I asked them, why are there a bunch of goats everywhere?
And he steps forward and he says, "Ah, Miss Cassandra, is it? I'm glad that the two of you are ready to go. Now, quickly, follow me. We must make haste. We are to be back before nightfall."
Okay.
Where are we heading?
To the east.
I'll step next to Illyria and whisper to her, "This is the crazy guy that was in the hair cuttery that I was telling you about with the goats."
Oh, okay. Well, have fun with him. Where's the bakery?
We're gonna go on the search for bagels. Have fun with your goats.
I'm
so
gonna
without
go
even
with
looking
him.
back-
He could have loot.
All right, he starts heading to the east,
Holy hell.
I'm hungry.
heading out of town.
I wanted a biscuit and some chicken.
And Illyria and Devender.
Where are they going? We'll meet up with them when we've had food.
The east, somewhere.
Okay, that's fun.
So Lyria and Grabender open up the door of the front shop with a little chime up above the door. And you can see, as you open the door, this aroma hits your nostrils. And it smells kind of like a bakery would, with pleasing smells, fire crackling in the back, and a large man kneading dough with both his fists.
Mia, she was there too.
So-
She didn't go with the goats.
Okay.
It only smells kind of like a bakery would.
It smells exactly like a bakery
Okay.
would.
Oh, okay.
I'll be like, what else is in here?
It's
Is it a
Ghost
bakery and a poo shop? I mean,
So what types of baked goods are on display?
So you see fresh ground loaves, buns, pretzels, cheese top buns, melted mushroom cheese, and what looks like a particularly interesting cake substance of sorts.
cake substance.
Substance?
Cake substance.
Yellow cake
Like-
uranium.
It looks similar to a crumble cake, but the ingredients don't look quite right.
Don't take the crumble cake.
Doesn't it have chicken in it?
And this large man just stops pounding the dough in front of him, and he looks up and he says, "Greetings, what can I get for you this morning?"
I'm going to step up all excited. Do you have bagels?
What's a bagel?
Well, so you have pretzels.
Yes.
A
Right
bagel,
over here, and he gestures towards the shelf.
a bagel. Like first, how big are
Does
these?
he have hard or soft pretzels though?
Yeah, hard pretzels, soft pretzels.
Soft pretzels.
Oh,
Okay. A bagel is like one of these pretzels, only it's bigger. It's like a bun crossed with a pretzel.
Oh God, what the hell is he gonna make?
he's gonna invent a pretzel roll.
Ooh, those are
It's gonna be
good too.
bigger than your head,
That's gonna be
Commander.
fantastic with my chicken sandwich.
So, kind of strokes his chin. He says, I don't think I've tried one of those, but I suppose I could give it a shot."
See what you do is you were going to make pretzels, but you roll the dough up into a cylinder or just a roll, and then you turn it in onto itself so it makes a circle. Then you bake it like that.
And he continues just kind of stroking his chin. He says, "Yeah,
Is that
suppose
how
I
you
could do that, if that's what you want. How many are you wanting?"
I would like 1 dozen.
Is that really how you make bagels? You just roll it and then connect it?
I have.
Yeah,
I thought you make more of like a patty and then cut the hole out and then as it.
Nope. When the way they do them is, and it is pretty similar to pretzel dough actually. They roll them up into like a little tube, and then they just kind of tie it around to itself, and they like baste the top of it with like salt water. That's what helps make the outside kind of crispy.
Interesting.
Nonsense.
I've
Says
seen
it doesn't,
how
huh?
it's made. It comes down a little cone and it rolls itself and plops out.
Yeah, the automated ones, they do that. Watch how it's made. It's pretty awesome.
I might YouTube that here in a minute.
Anyway,
Says it doesn't, huh?
yes.
You wanting cheese or mushrooms or turkey, fowl, nuts?
Do you have berries?
I can throw some berries in there, sure.
What sorts of
Even your
berries do you
berries.
have?
Raspberries, blueberries, snozberries.
Yes, please, blueberries. Blueberries are my
Alright.
favorite.
Should be ready in, I don't know, let's say 30 minutes.
I will wait right here.
And Yushi walks up to the cake-like substance,
All right.
and she would like to ask, and what would you call this?
Wow.
That's what Red Larch is famous for. That's my own famous crumble cake. People come from miles around to get their hands on that. It may not look like much, but it'll definitely last you quite a while. It's made up of bits of bread, turkey, fowl, nuts, roots, greens, and it's kind of all ground together with a chickpea mash. Admittedly, it's bland at the best of times, but like I said, it's made to last you. It's made to last for adventurers out on the roads for long periods of time.
Sounds intriguing. I would like to have one of these cakes of yours.
Very well, just one.
One for now. I'll probably be back for more.
Sounds good. So is this all going to be together? Or are
I
you
don't
making
mind
it
being
separate?
separate. It doesn't
Sure.
matter.
We have group lunch.
It's on Gobender today. I can repay him tonight.
Oh, will you?
After our contest.
How are you gonna repay him tonight?
That's between me and Mushi.
Oh,
Stay out of this.
How does
and
he?
Illyria's
he
gonna
switched his
take one
name?
of the cheese topped buns.
All right.
It's not sweet, right? It's savory.
Right.
Good, yeah.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Well, cheese Danish is sweet and it has cheese on it.
Cream cheese.
I was thinking like just cheddar cheese on like a sweet Danish. I'm like, oh no.
Well, people put cheddar cheese on apple pie.
Ew.
Yeah, but I don't. But yeah.
Wow, this is like twice in 2 sentences that I've made Lucas go ew. I bet you've never had a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich either, huh, champ?
I have. I threw up.
You.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, cheese bun.
So he says, well, let's call it 6 copper for the crumble cake, 3 copper for the loaf, and I don't know, I suppose 12 copper for the dozen bagels.
Illyria will chuck her.
Bender is clearly counting on his fingers, trying to add up to however many that just was. He gets lost at about 9.
Oh, Lord. Illyria will
He
help.
ran out of fingers.
Exactly.
Poor guy.
Yeah, 21. So she'll help. She'll help count out.
All right. So, Bender, after you guys pay him the 21 copper, you can see he pulls out a loaf of elongated dough that's kind of been rising for a little bit. And he begins kind of folding it and twirling it, and he pulls out this round peg that he's been using kind of just to roll everything flat. Slowly starts wrapping it around, making quite a long cylinder, like all the way up. And he begins kind of very poorly, like rolling it down, like one side's lopsided, and he works the other side. And after roughly 30 minutes, he pulls a dozen bagels of varying sizes out from his oven. Some of them have berries. Others, it seems the berries didn't quite make it in. But he presents to you 12 bagels of varying sizes. And he looks up to you and he says, "Is this something like what you were talking about?"
I'm going to try one. How do they taste?
They taste much more like a pretzel than a bagel, but with the berries in it. It's kind of savory.
It's close. They're tasty, but it's close. I'll have to try to remember more about the recipe.
Says, very well. If you do, let me know. I suppose I could start selling these if you figure out what you're talking about.
I'm going to reach over and shake his hand and say, done.
All right. And he says, well, you folks have a fine day.
Where's the nearest chicken shack?
Chicken Shack. That's going to be pointing to the south towards number 10. He's going to say, that's Druth's.
Oh, okay. It was the one that we've been to already. Got
That's
it.
the one you've been to.
Got it.
We have to go around the hole though, so be careful.
Right. I'm running down for some chicken. Be right back.
I'm going to follow her.
And I would like to try this cake and ask, what does it taste like?
It has fucking turkey in it. It's not a cake.
So,
Cake, it's like a pot pie.
like he told you, it tastes bland when it's made properly. So it tastes bland at the best of times. So it's not really going to get much better than that. Like it takes you a while to chew through a bite of it. Like almost kind of like eating rations. Like it was made not so much for flavor, but more or less for sustenance. It's built to last.
God.
She says, very filling. Much appreciated. And she leaves, following Gabender and Illyria.
All right. So, as I believe it's Illyria is the first one to make it to the chicken shack.
Yeah, she's gonna ask for just like a couple of slices of like a chicken breast.
And she's kind of looking at you and she says, "Oh, so how's hunting those undead demons going for you?"
We'll let you know when we find some.
Oh, still no luck finding undead demons then, huh?
If you see any, send them our way.
Oh, certainly. So, you said 2 chickens.
No, just a few slices of breast meat, please.
Oh, are you sure?
I don't need a whole chicken just yet.
Well, one for you and one for your friends.
Well,
Yes.
my friends can get their own. I just want for me.
Oh,
Just
very
put it all
well.
together. We want 2 chickens.
Oh, absolutely, Mr. Sir. Absolutely. Let's call it 10 silver pieces for both of them.
She's gonna let Grbender pay because he decided on 2 chickens.
I paid for the last one.
You said 2 chickens. Here, I'll loan you a finger. Count to 10.
That only gets me to 9.
He needs 2 fingers.
Oh, 2 fingers? Here you go. And she's holding up like both middle fingers at him.
Gurbender's very thankful. He doesn't understand what that means. He's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Mia, she pulls out 10 silver pieces and drops them on the counter.
And she says, "Oh, much appreciated, young lady. Good luck with your demon hunting."
Thank you. Now let me go and get rid of that.
And before we leave, Gurbender's going to ask if they could. I assume we've gotten like 2 roast chickens, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to ask if they could carve the chicken meat off of the chicken and just let us have the meat.
Oh, absolutely. If you wouldn't mind just bringing it right around back to Jaylessa, a butcher. And she kind of gestures around the house to number 11.
Okay.
Sure.
Get some carved chicken. Is there like an open flame nearby by any chance?
Sure.
Okay. Well, Illyria just wants to
With
heat up.
dozens of chickens rotating over the top of it slowly.
Well, she just wants to heat up her cheese bread so that the cheese
Okay.
is melty.
Okay. So you can absolutely do that, no problem.
Sweet. So while the chicken is being carved, we're Illyria's heating up her cheesy bread.
So while I believe the 2 of you are going around to number 11.
Yeah.
You are
Where we are right now? Yeah, okay.
There are 4 nearly identical single-story buildings here, and you're greeted by a younger woman who introduces herself as Jaylessa Orna, one of the local butchers. She says, "If you're looking for Harbor, the constable, I believe he's out right now, but he should be back to his own butchery in a few moments."
Why would we look for a constable?
Well, most folks are either coming here for the butcher or the butcher's part-time job as the constable. Me, I'm just the butcher. He's got the lucky duty of being both.
I'm holding 2 chickens, and I'm just going. We're here to have these butchered,
Carved.
carved. That's the word.
Well, very well. Throw them up here. And she kind of just pats on the table in front of her.
I plop them down.
And she whips out this giant butcher's knife. In a matter of 6 swift strokes, the chickens are beautifully carved, and the bones lay in a pile next to them.
We need him on our team, or her on our
That was
team.
amazing.
Well, when you've been doing this for as long as I have, it gets easier.
Well, thank you. That was. I almost want to buy another chicken to see you do it again.
And she kind of blushes and she says, compliments like that are hard to come by these days. Much appreciated, much appreciated.
I'm gonna reach in and pull out like 5 copper coins. Put them on the table for her.
She looks surprised, and she says, "Thank you kindly. Is there anything else I can do for you fine folks?"
Not unless you've seen any demons around.
We're still going on
Demons.
with the demons.
We were
Almost-
sent here for a reason. You're not even here. Why are you talking?
Maybe you
Go play
will
with your goats.
stand to talk to the constable. That sounds like some serious problems.
I'm just gonna pull out a knife from like my pack and start carving one of the bagels open and start piling chicken on it.
All right.
Yeah, if we're done, peace out, Jalissa. Bye. Illyria is taking her now melty, cheesy bread, and she's making a cheesy chicken sandwich with it.
Oh, but before we leave, I'm gonna ask. There's a guy with a really big goat. You don't know where he lives, do you?
She says, "Oh, you must be talking about old Green Boot. He doesn't live in the town. He's a shepherd, usually raises his sheep and goats a few miles to the east of here. He'll travel in town for a few drinks when he has the coin, but otherwise, I'm not entirely sure he has a residence, so to speak."
Thank you.
And Mishi, as you're standing out here kind of waiting for the two of them, a large, hairy, burly man kind of gently pushes you to the side and he says, "Morning, miss."
And she replies, "Good morning." As long as he's gentle about pushing me. I don't like anyone pushing me.
It's kind of a crowded area around this chicken shack with people buying their
That's
chicken
okay.
every day. So he's kind of
That's
just
okay.
making a hole for himself. He says, "I can't say I recall seeing your face around here. What brings you to Red Larch?"
Well, Sheriff.
We are demon hunting.
Demon hunting? In Red Larch? What
He
demons
says-
are you hunting here?
She says, staying here for a little bit, it's starting to come to my attention that there don't seem to be very many demons around here.
Tell me, do your demons have anything to do with that? And he's pointing to the north towards that hole in the ground.
Well, I wouldn't say the demons caused that, but I am familiar with that hole, yes.
Really? So what caused that thing?
Well, I'm not going to say exactly what caused it, but I do remember it falling through just last night.
You're saying you fell through that hole.
Not me personally, but my companions, yes.
Sounds like I'll want to be talking with them.
Why would you want to be talking with them?
Because they went down a hole in the middle of my city.
Well, I went down it too, I just didn't fall through.
I just asked you if you were down there, and you said not yourself personally.
You said if I fell through.
And so I'm not
Oh,
sure I
yeah,
like
it's
your
trouble.
weaving of the words.
I
So the-
did venture into that hole, though. My
Sorry.
apologies for any miscommunication.
And what did you find down there?
Just a few rats.
When my men went down, all we found was corpses of a few rats and some dead townsfolk.
Corpses of townsfolk, you say?
Aye, that is what I said.
How did townsfolk get down there? Did they fall through the hole as well?
That's what I'm asking you.
Like I said, we only saw rats.
Pancakes and ice cream?
The
Where did that come from?
Have you guys ever tried it?
Chicken
actually
and
surprisingly
bagels,
good.
pancakes and ice cream.
I haven't tried that combo.
What is it? Some kind of ghetto frozen crepe that you're going for here? Like,
It's
how
kind
do
of-
you?
But I mean, you have to admit, pancakes and ice cream, they're good.
I understand the butter sometimes look like little miniature ice creams on it.
No, you get like a scoop of ice cream. You basically like make the pancake into a cone and put the scoop of ice cream in it. Oh,
What kind of crazy sorcery is that?
You live an interesting life.
bagels, his things. He always comes up with something different.
So as Gravender
Also-
and Illyria
Sorry.
step up to the conversation, he kind of turns his attention to the two of them, and he points at the two of them and looks back at Yushi and says, "Are these your companions you were talking about?"
She says, yes, these are the ones who helped me discover the rats down below. And she kind of looks at them like, all we found were rats, okay, guys? Like, that's it.
Yeah, Illyria gets it.
And she kind of like stares at Gravender because I know sometimes his brain is kind of on a...
Grabender's thoroughly enjoying his chicken blueberry bagel.
This is good. Continue enjoying, please.
All right, so he kind of looks at the three of you and he says, if y'all wouldn't mind, I think I'd like to have a word with you back in my office. And he kind of gestures to the building behind Gravender and Illyria.
Illyria's gonna, like, take a bite of her sandwich, chew and swallow. Seems like you're having a word with us right now.
We're trying to catch up with our friends. They're following the goat guy.
He says, having been the ones down in the hole where I found several of my own slain villagers, I would appreciate it greatly if we could talk in a more private area. He says, kind of gesturing to the crowd of people around the chicken shack buying chickens.
And Miyoshi nods and she says, I'd be more than happy to talk with you, but like I said, the only thing we saw were rats. We didn't venture much further.
In either
we
case,
did find a porter body.
in either case, we're separated from the rest of our party, and we'd like to go find them. Why don't we come by later this evening?
Says, I'm holding you to that word.
And Miyoshi puts out her hand to shake his.
And he kind of looks at it for a second before grasping it with his own hand and shaking it. He says, I'll expect you by this evening.
We will see you later.
Illyria's just going to look very innocent and keep eating and walk away.
Can Illyria look very innocent?
Sure. She's very deceptive.
For people who don't know her, yes.
But she's a drow. Everyone's just going to assume she's evil.
Everybody is.
Whoa!
He just shook hands with the
That's
devil
super
child.
racist.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, she's a tiefling. She doesn't look any nicer.
You guys are holists. I don't want to hear it.
We're like the most
Evil.
untrustworthy group there is. Dragons, tieflings.
Right?
A
dragon, a tiefling, and a drow walk into a bar.
The bartender says, hey, what is this? A goat?
I'm gonna say, how long does it take everyone else to run screaming? Jesus Christ.
All right. So meanwhile, Lothar and Cassie have caught up to the older gentleman and his goats a little ways outside of town as he's continuing on this road,
It's a big goat.
leading the two of you in addition to his goats.
Rom would love to see that goat.
He says, so, what brought you to Red Larch coming so far from the east?
I'm just looking for work.
Work, huh?
Yep.
They don't have work to the east?
I can't see anything. Where are we?
So the three of you are not quite there yet.
All I saw was a massive goat.
That's all you need to see. But I can do that.
Are those burial
You guys can see.
grounds?
Oh, okay. Did I miss something?
You and Lothar are following this old man and his goats
Okay.
out of town to the east.
Okay.
So he turns to you and he says, so, Miss Cassie, what brings you so far from the east? What kind of work are you looking for?
Well, I'm feeling trembling, a little shy. Try to speak up as I can. Well, I know my companions and I, having a, new adventure, but I'm not sure. my own mission is to see my father again, and I'm still trying to remember my memories, what I've been gone through since everything's all gone when my father rescued me.
Oh, you don't say.
Hmm.
What about you, Mr. Lothar? What kind of work are you looking for out here?
Oh, just
Galker tells me you're some kind of archer.
I dabble, yes. I dabble in a lot of things actually. No, protection. I guess you could say I could be a bruiser at times. I'm really looking for physical work.
Yeah, don't say.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, perhaps you can find work in one of the quarries.
That's far too tame for my tastes.
Well, you said physical work, so as far as I know, that's about as physical as it gets.
More along the lines of bodyguards or just guards in general. I don't know. I like a good fight.
Can't say I know of anyone important enough in Red Larch that would need bodyguards.
You know anybody that needs fighting?
Oh, there's always people that need fighting, if you know what I mean.
Oh, don't I know. That's what keeps me in business.
So tell me, did the two of you take this Karen Road on your way in?
No, we actually came from the west.
From the west?
Yes.
Ah, well, that's interesting. So this is your first time on the Karen Road, then?
Yes, it is for me.
Well, hopefully, this isn't too much of a shock for you as it was for me when I first encountered it.
What is so shocking?
Oh, well, just right up here. And he kind of makes a gesture to the side of the road. As off in the distance, your companion's footsteps can be heard. As the sun's about high noon, roughly, after walking a little while to get here. He says, up there on that little hillside, something old Jeremy here, and he says, kind of scruffling the large goat, he said old Jeremy stumbled upon it while he was grazing.
Interesting.
I can tell you, it certainly wasn't there a few weeks ago.
Very interesting. Well, is this pertaining to what you needed us to handle?
Says, I believe it would be.
All right, I will. I'll go take a look at it.
Well,
Where did I go? Oh, it got dark.
oh, there it is. Well,
Hello. Sunlight, my old friend. I will let my colleagues know, and we'll go investigate what it is.
come, we can go together.
Well, lead the way.
And he kind of taps his staff on the stone twice and says, "Yep." And the goats start traveling with him to the right of the road.
All right, I'll follow, like, I don't know, 10 feet, 15 feet behind.
What? Oh, okay.
So basically, Illyria, Gerbender, and Mushi caught up roughly around a little after noon.
Oh, it took that long?
Yeah,
Oh, so she's not
because you guys did wait like 30 minutes for the bagels, and they were already going. Just, you were able to catch him because he's herding this pack of goats, and every now and then they've had to stop for grazing, for pooping.
And I'm the fastest one.
Ew.
Exactly.
I made a character who's faster than you. Next
Did
time
you?
I die.
And it looks like Cassie's just
Was
gonna
there one
wait
else?
where she is.
I think I'm I'm a little hesitate. Oh, where are you? I think I lost you.
So what are we doing here? Just gonna ask.
I couldn't see.
Oh, well, like I was telling your friend there, old Joseph here, scratching on the large goat again. So he's
Thought his
stumbling
name
across
was
something
Jeremy.
crazy. Oh, have you met him?
Oh God.
I have not met your goat now.
Oh, well, he's one heck of a goat. Him and me go way back. I've had this one since he was but a little critter.
He is definitely not a little critter anymore.
Oh, no, he's not. Most certainly not.
Might I ask what you feed him?
Oh, it's a secret recipe, let's call it. Whole family secret.
Well, it's clearly working.
Because nobody's ran a check on that goat. I didn't touch that.
True.
Can we check to see if that goat actually is a goat?
What if
Yes.
it's one of those goat demons? I've seen them.
So what is your passive insight score?
Passive insight is 15.
You can tell it's an abnormally large goat. Very similar to like the giant rats you encountered. It's essentially a giant goat.
I'll whisper to Illyria, don't drink the water. There's something in the water.
Where the hell are we going?
And he continues up, and as he begins cresting this hill, you can see what look like some freshly dug piles of dirt piled up around the edges of this hill underneath a tree.
Are those graves?
I don't know.
He says, I can't say for sure. I stumbled across them earlier this week. I can't say I felt like digging down to find what's underneath.
Do they look grave shaped?
They look essentially like dirt that's been, I don't even know the word for it, like stacked back on top. Loose earth. That's the word.
Wait, so they're like piles, not like dug into the ground?
Like, there's small piles of dirt.
Like, would they be
say
like
if you were to
maybe
dig a hole
dwarven
and
size?
you were to put the dirt somewhere, it would look like where you're putting dirt.
I'm gonna walk up to Cassie and say, didn't I hear that you have some kind of spell to move Earth?
You mean the mold earth or druid craft?
The mold Earth.
Yes, I do.
Do you think you can use it on one of those piles?
I could. Sure.
Why don't we give it a try?
Okay. And then Cassie walks towards the dirt pile.
All right, which one?
Oh wait, don't tell me. It's some kind of like
It's a
like.
test.
Okay.
Follow the ball.
Which one is the pea
Like a
under?
Which one is the demon under? Which one is the demon under?
Okay. Hold on, let me open my. Sorry, it's the Google Chrome got.
How strong is that spell? Couldn't you move all of them, or is it not that?
Probably
tell you
it's
once
like
you click
so
the
many
button.
cubic feet at a time.
Like, if it's like a 5-foot thing, then she can move one of them at a time.
Yeah, I think that's what it
Okay.
is.
I got the mold earth, so I'll go ahead cast it.
All right, and which one are you targeting?
Of loose earth instantly excavate it, move along the ground.
Like-
How's it 5 feet away?
This one. The
Which
third
one? You
one.
pointed the third one?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That. All right. So as you shift the earth and move it, you see a
Oh.
familiar-looking dwarven face as the dirt is shifted off.
Did we kill that guy?
Did we kill the guy? Probably.
Don't say that out loud.
Illyria's like,
We only
"We
saw
can't."
rats.
Not out loud. That's me saying that.
And-
And the old man shouts out to Cassie, "What did you find in there? Is it some kind of treasure? If it is, I get half at least for showing you all where it's at."
Do you want the
It's-
top half or the bottom half?
So I suppose
It's
it'd
the
be fair to
body.
split it right down the middle.
Cassie, I feel shaking, terrified there's a body inside the hole.
No, but seriously, do we recognize him?
So those who stayed downstairs back in Fandalen would recognize this body if they would approach the grave as one of the individuals from the delegation.
The delegate. Oh! From Vandalen.
Yes.
Oh no.
Ooh.
I told you it was a conspiracy, but you guys
Cassie.
didn't believe me.
You might want to uncover the rest of these.
You can do it at range too. You don't even have to be anywhere near those things.
30 feet.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be near them.
She be right here.
Should I give another try, or I have
Do 'em
to wait?
I mean, there's not a roll.
Yeah,
we
it's a
give her
cantrip.
time? Can we just say that she does them all?
Yeah.
Sure, just tell me which order you'd like to do them in.
Oh god.
Um,
One of them is gonna spring something. I'm
not taking one step back.
over here.
He's just gonna get out of the way of all the moving dirt.
I'm
Just
staying
starting
away
with
from the goat.
the one on the
That's-
left being number 1, and the one on the right being number 6. So 1 to 6. Just let me know which one.
1.
All right. So once again, Cassandra begins chanting an incantation as the rocks themselves begin to shift and move, revealing a very sturdy-looking individual in an armor that appears to have been carved out of solid stone,
Stone armor.
buried beneath the earth.
That seems impractical.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and cast another Mold Earth?
You can just choose the number.
Yeah, you can just tell me which one.
Oh, I guess, the other last. No,
So
no,
6.
wait.
4 more. 4 more.
I wonder
2, 4, 5, and 6 are the piles that you have left.
6.
All right. She begins chanting once again, shifting the pile of earth nearest to her. She reveals a tall, slender individual, a bunched up white robe with black feathers cresting his shoulders.
Hmm.
Oh. And 4.
The earth begins to shift and move, and again, a large, burly woman is revealed, still a faded red marks covering her eyes,
That was what's her face, the commander, right?
Mm-hmm.
and she has a black battle axe roughly thrown across her chest. A red battle axe.
Oh man. And next, 2.
And this time, as the earth shifts, you reveal what looks to be a knight in very heavily crushed armor.
Oh man.
Any red weapons?
He does have a red weapon.
Okay. The stone armor guy?
The stone armor guy does not, and neither does the individual
Feather guy?
with the feather. Yeah, the feather guy.
Okay.
Oh wow. And not but not least, number 5.
All right. As the earth shifts on the last one, it looks to be an older gentleman in not as much armor as the knight you just uncovered, but still it looks as if he's been crushed.
Red weapon?
Red weapon.
So 4 delegation members and 2 unknowns.
And Larman kind of takes a step back and he says, I had no idea. I don't think we'll be splitting what's in these holes after all.
So you don't still want the top half?
And he looks at you, almost
Oh my goodness.
somber look on his face. Says, I'm afraid not.
You said that these were not, or well, I wasn't here for that. But I assume he told us that these weren't here a few days ago.
Yeah. And he looks at you and says, yeah, I was here maybe a week, 2 weeks ago with my flock grazing. And then we came back earlier this 10 day, and here they were. What do you think it means?
Chirp, 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 chirp.
It means a bunch of people got murdered. Like, shit.
Yeah. What is that?
And as you lot are talking, you can hear what sounds like a lion's roar erupting somewhere nearby.
Can I sense any movement in the brush?
Roll me a perception with disadvantage for the sunlight.
Oh, great.
Oh man, that should have been perfect.
No.
So you have no idea where these roars are coming from. Your gaze goes from tree to tree down the hill around you, and you see nothing of any sort. And with that,
Can
everyone
I
go ahead and
pinpoint it
roll me
based on my
initiative.
hearing, which is very sharp?
That cannot be good.
Assuming you're looking for where this sound's coming from,
Or
looking for the source of this sound.
crap.
I'm closing my eyes and listening for a direction.
That's loud. All right, so closing your eyes and focusing on a direction, it seems to be coming from
Uh-oh.
above you.
Above us?
Above us?
Is it
It's
flying?
a flying lion. Oh dear.
It's a flying.
Oh, jeez.
Is Ben still gone?
Fudge.
What? Larman's gonna fight?
Maybe it is a demon goat.
Everybody's gone.
Oh no, Preventer.
So, Illyria, you are up first.
I'm just holding
What would you like to do?
until it makes an appearance.
All right.
My bow is out and ready, but I'm not gonna take a shot until I can see it.
All right. So upon hearing this, Larman looks incredibly worried, slams the staff on the ground twice more, makes the clicking sounds once again, and he and his flock begin heading down.
At least leave us the big one as a sacrifice, gee. Yeah, okay, bye.
All right. With that, Ben, are you back yet? Who would like to be Grabender?
If he's making cobbler right now, I'm mad.
Oh man, I wish I could, but I don't know. How do I do that?
I have to roll initiative?
I got you on there.
Okay. Oh, wow. I got 11. Go me.
Ben would probably hold until we can see it too.
Okay, so he is holding for the time being. As my roll 20 freezes.
Yeah, mine just way down.
Lothar, can you spot the creature? It's bright out, so I'm fucked.
So before
What
Lothar
creature am I looking
goes, an enormous
Problem.
winged
We hear a
beast
lion.
crests the clouds up above with the vaguely reminiscent face of a humanoid, the body of a lion, and wings of a
manticore?
dragon.
It's a sphinx.
As a
No.
manticore pops
Close enough.
out of the clouds, high up above.
A sphinx has the head of a person.
He just said a humanoid, so.
Yeah, vaguely humanoid.
Eh.
All right, manticores do have people faces too.
I don't like
Manticores
baby
are people
sphinxes.
too.
But they don't bury
They
people.
just have people faces. They're not people.
Hmm.
Don't say that.
I'll
They
say
can
it.
fireball it.
I'm racist against manticores.
It looks exactly like that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
And
Let's stab it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I like fireball.
I mean, that works too.
On one person?
It's a big guy.
Yeah.
So, if Illyria and Gerbender can get off their shots from there.
I believe I do have the range for it, so.
Is that Rom crying?
Yeah, my little man's crying.
Poor Rom.
Oh,
He's fighting sleep hard.
He wants
probably
to
just let him
Dungeons
stay up and
Dragons.
have ice cream.
Yeah.
And. Okay, so the rules on this are that I have advantage,
Disadvantage
but
for sunlight.
I have advantage for assassinate, so it's just normal.
What is this thing called again?
Because he hasn't taken a turn, right?
Manticore.
Or
Technically, this is as he's taking his turn.
well, if we want to be technical about it, if he
I
hasn't
mean, because it's
taken
all
his
really
turn,
going off at the same time. So really, he hasn't gone quite yet.
then my disadvantage
So, yeah.
is negated by assassinate.
So it's a 20.
Unfortunately, he's not surprised, so I don't get the crit. And
Probably don't get a sneak attack either. But...
well, if I don't have disadvantage on the attack roll, then I can get the sneak. So for this one, I can get sneak attack, but for any other ones, he has to be within 5 feet of you guys, because I'll have disadvantage on the attack roll. So it would be 16 damage if a 20 hits.
All right, so a 20 is going to hit.
You need to go.
And
jump
go
on
ahead and
those
roll me
walls.
a perception check,
I would
Illyria.
be scared if a fucking 20 didn't. Oh, of course.
All right, so you can see this lion-like figure with wings coming towards you. And you said that's 16 damage?
Yeah,
All right.
that's cool.
Gerbender fires off a bolt of light at the creature, but it quickly does a barrel roll and avoids it altogether.
Even
Do
the
a
GM
barrel
rolls like Ben. This fucking sucks.
But what it does while doing this barrel roll, you can see several streaks in the sunlight glimmering
Oh,
as
shit.
they're darting towards Mushu, one towards Cassie, one towards Illyria.
Dodges?
Wow. So of those three, two
My
are
God.
clicks.
But not mine, right?
Not mine.
Mushi, you're going to take 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh man.
Cassie, you're going to take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And Illyria, you're going to take 12 points of piercing
That's
damage.
bullshit. DM hates me. This is biased.
That's 1, 2,
Wait,
3.
wait.
1, 2, 3.
Who's almost died multiple times?
Oh.
This guy.
What about the Constitution check?
Oh, Lothar, you weren't even there last time whenever the DM was completely wrong about sneak attack damage. Otherwise, Lothar could have been down on the first round.
Oh yeah, I had to throw that up real quick because it was like everything crit, and then it was like crazy amounts of sneak attack, and I was like, no.
It was like 51 points of damage on the first attack against Lothar.
Oh,
And we knocked it down to like 20
Yeah.
something, I think.
Something like that.
And you think you have it bad. He's trying to kill my character.
You're welcome.
You were
Okay.
the only one standing in the tunnel, so you were the only one they had line of sight on. But with that,
We sacrificed you.
Sounds
Are
like
those
something.
graves deep enough to like take cover in?
probably not. They're
No, but that tree
really
would be.
shallow.
Fuck.
Run to the tree. Anyway.
So it's like there's a manticore and all these dudes we have to kill.
No, those
just
dudes
a
are all
manticore.
Those are
Those are all the bodies you found in those graves. Cassie,
Oh,
move the
so
dirt
1,
aside.
2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we were out here to sacrifice the manticore.
3, 4, 5.
That's one
6.
way to
That was
look
the
at
other part of my turn. Was I wanted to move behind this bush.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So
does this mean I make the wrong order?
What do you
No.
mean?
I mean, like, if I like break the code or anything. Did I?
I'm pretty sure
She's
they were
asking
going
if
to attack us
uncovering
anyway.
debris.
No.
Okay, just make sure.
Okay. Well, the first one that I see, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hex on it.
All right.
Wait, you see more than one?
I'm just saying the first one I see.
Lothar's drunk again. He's seeing double.
I'm the one that's down this like whole bottle right now.
I heard 3 of you all got attacked, so
As he was doing a barrel roll, numerous spines came out of his own body.
okay. Well, that's the first one I see. Then I wasn't wrong. Jeez, leave me alone.
I was asking if you saw more than one because I didn't. That's all.
I'm gonna do Hex,
Alright.
and I'm gonna say. Ooh, let's
Yo.
do. What else am I good at?
You don't see anything.
I want to
Breaking into half-naked men's rooms. You're good at that.
Really good at that. Shush. I'm gonna
Didn't
say.
hex that guy.
Let's do wisdom checks. Or yeah,
All right.
wisdom saving throws. Although I don't think any of us have saving throws against anything. So.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes. I'm going to sing a song to Illyria to give her inspiration.
Hooray!
Because she needs it.
So, what did I do on my turn, or is this turn order just
You
wrong?
shot a guy.
So on your turn, you fired off a guiding bolt at it because you had to hold your action. You fired off a guiding bolt when you saw it, but it missed.
Ah,
And Mushi.
I apologize if my dogs start barking. I opened the window and now they're growling at nothing.
Unbelievable.
Bark, bark, bark. Scratch my back. Bark, bark, bark.
Okay, but Miyushi is going to decide that that would be the best course of action.
All right.
All 3 aiming at him.
All right. So you can see 2 of the bolts slam into his side for that's 15 fire damage. So he lets out another roar. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think for right now, I would like to go there. As far away as I can go.
All right.
And I will call that a day.
All right. Cassie.
All right. Okay. Do you think I should move back?
It's up to you.
Okay. Wait. I'm trying to move down. Okay. So the mediocre is flying, right?
The Manticore is flying up in the air, yes.
Okay. I am going to do. Let's see what I can do. I don't know, like either firebolt or magic missile.
I could
Or-
singe up his feathers a little bit.
A what?
Nothing.
Okay. I don't know, like either firebolt, magic missile, or ice knife.
It's up to you.
Whichever one you feel like doing.
I'm going to
Just
do
make
the
sure
magic-
he's in range, because some of those might not have that right range. Have to be at least 80-foot range.
A what?
You have to have them at least 80
Oh.
feet range.
Okay. Yeah. Magic missile could be 120 feet range.
Okay.
See what I can do. Oh darn.
All right. So
Take
3 of these magic missiles slam into its side for a total of 8 points of damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
Ah shoot. Well, I wish I could Oh man. Uh-oh, what is the... you know what? I have to save my sorcery points, so that will be end of my turn.
All right. And so with that, those of you, everybody, can hear the cawing of what sounds like large birds. As behind the manticore, you can see smaller birds in the distance growing larger as they're approaching.
Okay, Hedgehog, calm down now.
And they appear to be ridden by small figures up on top of them.
Tiny people on birds?
From a distance, they look tiny.
Oh, shit.
They're probably not so tiny in person.
They look
Just
friendly.
for luck.
And you can see all three of them throwing spears at the manticore.
So, yes.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
two of them connect with the manticore for a total of 16 piercing damage. And they proceed as if they were chasing the manticore. And with that, Illyria's up.
I'm going to shoot another arrow at the manticore.
All right. It's
Suck
going
on that.
to be a
Disadvantage in sunlight.
hit.
Nothing's in range, so it's just the standard 7.
All right.
And I'm going to take a step behind this bush and hide.
All right. The manticore is looking pretty rough right about now, as Larman continues down the hill with his goats. And with that, Grubender is up.
Freak!
Ben.
Ben!
And
Oh, Ben!
this is why we need Ben cams, so we know.
Yeah, sorry. My dog is not feeling well, and I'm concerned about him.
Oh.
Anyway, so this stupid thing's still out here. It flies.
It's
I
looking
assume.
rough right now, yeah.
Are there any other bad guys around us?
So
Those guys
the
that showed up are
three
shooting
large birds being ridden by several figures were all throwing spears at the manticore as they popped up.
Throwing spears at the manticore.
At the manticore.
Okay. Well, in that case, nobody's like injured or anything.
Mushi and I have both taken
Well,
double-digit hits, but it's like 11 and 12, so we're not desperate.
From the manticore.
Yeah.
I believe Cassie did too. But I don't
Yeah,
think
Cassie
she
took a 5-er.
yeah.
Okay.
She's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess I'm going to. I'll just cast a Sacred Flame.
All right.
Beep. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet.
All right. So once again, it does a barrel roll, narrowly avoiding your sacred flame as it fires off into the sky. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
Okay. So continuing in its spin, a series of 3 more spines fly out from the manticore's body, directed at Grubender, Cassie, and Lothar. And Grubender, the one slams into the ground in front of you. Cassie, you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh man.
Lothar, the one directed at you, slams to the ground to your side. As it lets out another roar, it proceeds overhead.
Wait, did the monster scratch his eye?
What?
Are you saying someone took his eye?
No, he's shooting spines.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
All right, with that, Lothar is MIA. Miyoshi.
Well, he moved on me. It would still be half cover, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Well, in that case,
Actually, how much of it can you see?
I can see like his last two legs. Like I can
That would
literally
probably be
see
3/4 covered.
from here. I think that's almost a perfect line.
Okay. So you can see like half of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, half covered.
Well, in that case, I'm going to do magic missile because it will hit.
All right.
Not that I did anything good.
That's 7, 8. As 3 of these bolts slam into the creature. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. And with that, Cassie is up.
Okay. I hope I can. I'm about to do a magic missile again.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay. That each of those bolts slam into it for 13 points of damage.
Oh man. Wow.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. And I think that'll be end of my turn because I have to keep it save my sorcery points.
All right.
Is the turn order jacked up for?
Well, I was waiting for Lothar, assuming he was just going to kind of hold his turn until he showed up. Then he took back off again. So it's a little jacked. So the individuals riding the vultures proceed to swarm, flying by the manticore, and as they do, they each chuck another spear at it. And 2 more spears hit for 13 piercing damage. And that Illyria is up.
Okay, I gotta slide out. It's like, oh shit, it's right there. Hello. I'm gonna. Oh, poor puppy. I'm gonna shoot another arrow at it.
All right.
And because I was hiding, he's totally surprised, right? When I pop back out, like, surprise, bitch.
I'm going to say yes. And
Oh, really?
follow it up with a question. How do you want to do this?
Yes! Just, I don't know.
I'm prepared for this.
I wasn't. Not a lot of, like, cool finishers that you can do with a bow and arrow. So
But
I'm
this
just gonna
guy
say
is
she's like,
up in the sky, so you can describe him crashing to the ground or
no,
into the tree.
no, that's not my job. My job is to like kill him. So she's just gonna have like combat rolled out of the bush and like up on one knee with like arrow drawn and just like takes a bead on one of its eyes. It just lets it fly. Sinks that arrow shaft like halfway through its skull.
All right.
Sounds legit.
And as this connects, you can see
Too legit.
the manticore's eyes slowly go lifeless as it just sinks in the air, slams against the side of the hill that you're on, and falls back to the ground. Lifeless.
I'm not putting my bow away, even though I think these guys are going to be friendly.
All right. So with that, Larman continues to run with his goats.
We found the demons finally, guys.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just a These count as what? Monsters is their classification?
The manticore is a monstrosity.
Monstrosity.
Well, we found something finally, okay?
That's a big word.
So Bender is going to step up and kind of just ready himself in case these bird people make another round or loop around or the like.
Mm-hmm.
And Lothar, in a very similar fashion, 1, 2, 3, 4. But there. And with that, Mushi's up.
1 second. I will go there and ready my action in case they decide to try anything.
All right. Cassie.
Oh wow. I guess I have to come closer. And
Yeah, within your movement speed, though.
oh, dang it. Okay, so at that point, I'll go ahead and cast another magic missile.
All right, on what?
Wouldn't do that because the manticore is dead and we're trying to figure out if these bird people are good or not.
Oh, shoot.
You can just hold your turn.
Just FYI, in the sake of fairness,
Yeah.
then you never actually took the bonuses off my weapons, the +1.
Okay.
So I'm doing that now, but
Okay.
basically all of my rolls were -1.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you would have hit anyways, since you're rolling above 20s.
Yeah, it would have been a 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll go ahead and save my turn.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, the 3 proceed to the north.
But they're just like piecing out?
They appear to be piecing out.
They're dudes on flying birds. Ah.
Can I yell at them and be like,
Illyria's a little annoyed by this, so she's just gonna be like, "You're welcome," as they fly away.
Gosh darn it, roll 20.
all the dead people moved?
Sorry, there. Okay. So
They're
now-
all gone. Like,
Really?
okay.
They didn't take the bait.
And everyone up here, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Fuck.
Okay.
Of course. Oh, when have I ever done a good perception?
Oh, hey, we did great, guys. Good job.
419.
We can't see shit.
We did.
Change my color.
How did you change? Why did you change color? I don't know why. I'm curious.
Huh?
Down by your picture,
Yeah, I'm curious.
that's how you change it.
Oh, I thought it's some kind of if something happens or anything.
No, it's the same thing as
Superstition.
changing a different dice. If you were rolling real dice and one was being crappy, you would use a different dice instead.
Oh, okay.
But since we're rolling fake dice, we're changing the color.
Okay.
I don't have any colors that like me so far.
Okay, just checking.
And Lothar and Grubender.
They'll do better than us, I hope.
Roll 20 will stop freezing.
Okay.
And perception.
Oh.
And Lothar.
Was that Ben?
That was Ben.
Come on,
Yeah.
Lothar, you got
knew it.
this.
Just
Oh god.
Maybe, just maybe.
Okay, so Lothar points to the north, to where the large birds are headed, and faintly in the distance, several miles ahead, you can see what looks like a slender old tower being circled by tiny birds off on the horizon.
Let's go.
First, I want to check out the corpse of the manticore.
I
Alright.
guess
I
so.
just climb down the hill real quick.
Okay, I was gonna say, you have to go all the way around, or
So Illyria makes her way down cautiously.
No, I'm very acrobatic and athletic.
I'm not. I'm gonna go all the way around.
And as she gets down to the body of the manticore, she can see, I believe, 4 spears and numerous arrows that she can identify as not her own.
Okay, well, she wants to collect all of that shit.
All right.
And then, is the manticore known for having any particularly, like...
It is not venomous.
Right, but is it known for having any particularly, like, desirable, like, spell components or, like, bits and pieces, like manticore spines or, like, the hide? Anything that might fetch a price or be useful for the sorcerer?
Probably manticore spines.
Okay. Then she'd probably want to try to get a couple of those.
All right. Roll me a survival check.
Okay, that's a thing that I can do. No, it's not.
All right. You find that each time you're trying to pull off one of these spines, it just snaps and crumbles in your hands.
God damn it.
So, Mishi, you run all the way around this hillside.
I'm not looking for anything. I just wanted to get off the hill.
Illyria looks
Okay.
quizzical. Why did you climb?
I know myself. I know my nice colors. It's just not gonna work. I would have fallen on my face, lost 10 health points.
All right. So,
Would've
Mishi,
been
you make
great.
it down here to see Illyria kind of pulling off the different spines of the manticore and looking very frustrated with herself as she does.
Can I
that.
try and help her get spines off of it?
Roll me a survival check.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do any better, but I'm gonna try. A little better.
All right. Roll me 1d4.
Hmm.
All right. You've got 4 manticore spines you can add to your inventory.
I hand them to Illyria because I was just trying to help her. I didn't want them.
Oh, well, that's nice of you. I'll just put them aside in my with my things. We'll stow them in my thing.
These are our spines.
And people say we're spineless. All right, so we've got some bodies here. We should
Should
probably
we cover them back up? Probably. Loot them and see what they have on them.
we need to find a way to get in touch with Radoff. Yeah, actually, we should search them. I'm gonna climb back up.
All right.
What do you want?
I'm going to attempt to climb up there.
You want to roll for that, or do you just?
You can do it, taking your time and no rush.
I mean, I've got like a
Good.
+8 to acrobatics and a 7 to athletics. So I mean,
I don't want to talk
You
about
can
it.
make it.
probably.
I had like -2 to athletics.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with Feather Guy here and
All right.
the bodies and look for any kind of we'll like search the pockets for like any correspondence or interesting things.
And
but
I'll
also
start the other side and we'll meet in the middle.
I want to check the bodies for signs of how they died as well.
All right. So roll me a medicine check.
Okay.
All right. So Illyria is kind of more focused on looting the bodies.
Oh wait,
Well,
I
you-
have inspiration, don't I?
Yes, you do.
I can. Okay.
From Lothar, yeah.
What's it? A D6?
I believe so, yeah.
Ah,
All
well,
right, so that's a 9.
shit.
The Mushi is more aware that these characters seem to have died either from arrow wounds or crushing blows. And kind of now taking a more kind of after seeing these bodies in here like this, you're kind of looking around a little bit and you can see kind of laying in various tufts of grass and bits of dirt, kind of shards of cracked and broken javelins, several broken arrows, and with stuck in the branches of the tree itself, you can find a tattered gray cloak.
A tattered gray cloak.
Tattered gray cloak. But as Illyria proceeds to go through their pockets, she finds nothing of value, as if these bodies had already been looted at some point in time.
So there's no like paperwork or notes or.
It seems that anything that they might have had on their person, aside from the red weapons that the delegation members were buried with, was taken from them.
Is there anything that they're carrying that might seem innocuous, but like carry a deeper meaning that their attackers may have overlooked.
Is there anything that you
Roll
can
me.
give me anyway?
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
And as she's
That's
doing
it.
that, I would
Oh.
like to investigate this gray cloak and see if there's anything other than it just being tattered, like maybe a symbol or note maybe inside of a bucket or something different about it.
So there's no notes in the pocket or anything like that. It seems like this cloak has more or less kind of been through hell, and it just kind of happened to get caught up in the branches. But if you would like, you can add a dirty, bad, tattered gray cloak to your inventory.
Just had like a pin or anything on it that might symbolize what it was from. Just
There
to
is
basically
nothing of that
cloth.
sort.
I'm gonna throw it to the ground and be like, "Pookie."
You're mad.
That was
Stupid gray
Droop's
cloak.
cloak.
No, we burned that.
Oh, hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
All right. So, Illyria, as you're going through the bodies kind of much more carefully, inside of Shireen's pockets, the woman with the red battle axe,
Yeah.
you find hidden beneath her lined pockets is a hidden pocket beneath with a small scrap of paper that says
Okay, I'm back.
awesome.
Oh, chill out. Okay, so do you think I should do? Can I do the I don't know history or investigation check of those some bodies?
That's what's going on right now.
Okay. Can I do the history check?
1 second.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys could hear
says-
that, but there was a lot of noise for a really crappy car that just drove by.
Oh, okay.
it's kind of-
really crappy car.
The scrap of paper is kind of a rough list of names, along with kind of why they're part of the delegation.
Okay.
And I can make that into a proper handout for you.
Yeah, because I'm going to share that. I was trying to write it down, but if you're going to make it a thing, then.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really tell us anything we don't already know,
Right.
except that there's a coded document.
And that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
Seeds for golden fields. Rom would have loved to rescue.
Oh.
But he just had to jump on that cliff.
Damn it, Rom.
Fucking Rom. Why'd you have to be so grief-stricken? Jeez.
Why did Threx have to go?
I
Killed
know, he
Rom.
doesn't even talk to us in Skype or nothing anymore. Jeez, Drex.
It's like he doesn't even care about us.
He doesn't.
Rom died for you, Threx. Don't you care?
Oh, is he on the Twitch chat?
No, we were just saying that we haven't heard from him or nothing.
Oh,
It was like,
yeah,
geez,
for real.
Rom died.
He might have left the chat.
Probably, but he would still see it on his Skype.
Oh,
because
no,
it comes up anyway.
No, he's still listed as it.
We still include him whether he
just
wants to be
ignores us.
included or not.
I don't think he really got a job. He just didn't want to play with us anymore.
No.
We see how it is.
Jerk.
It's cool. New
Does he
year,
still
new
play with
life,
you,
whatever.
Ruby?
What?
Does he play in your Tuesday game?
I'm not in that game. I had to drop out.
Oh.
I believe that game is also no longer active.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Vampires.
Yeah, I
was
couldn't
cool.
I couldn't make Tuesdays anymore, and then I think somebody else had to drop out, and then the DM got a new job, and they didn't have like. Yeah.
What's with all these people getting jobs like they're
I know,
adults or
right?
something?
I mean,
What schmucks?
schmucks.
Who works a
Getting
job?
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be here forever and play video games.
Nerds.
You just using me to look out the window.
Come on, D20.
That's
Don't
rude.
fail me. You suck.
All right. So you guys are now once again standing in front of these holes, bodies in them, and you can hear a voice call out, "Are they gone? Is it over?"
I assume that's the shepherd.
It sounds like the shepherd.
All is clear, Mr. Greenboot.
And you can see him reluctantly coming around from the brush of a tree down here with his flock.
All of his goats followed him.
And he looks nervous. And he shouts out, Did the Feathergale Knights take care of it then?
And Misha yells,
Is that
"You
what
know
he's
of
calling
these?
us?
You know of these winged people, flyer, whatever you call them? What do they call them?
They're based out of the Feathergale Spire up there. And he points to the north, in the same direction of the tower that Lothar spotted earlier.
Oh, I spotted a tower. Fantastic.
They tend to fly around the Desserin Valley, doing as they please, occasionally helping out people like me whenever we are, say, attacked by a manticore. Don't get me wrong, it's not a common occurrence, but it's certainly appreciated when they're there when you need them.
And maybe she would like to walk around so she can actually talk to him and not yell across this big old opening.
My
And
pen.
she would say,
There we go.
so this is not the first time you've heard of them. They seem to be on the better side of things.
Well, I mean, I can't say I've talked to them myself. I've only spotted them in passing as they fly to and from wherever they're going.
But they live up in that tower up towards the north?
Yes, up that way. And he points to the north again.
And then she nods and says, we might have to give them a visit. And thank them for their noble deeds.
Is that so? Does that mean you won't be traveling back to Red Larch with me then?
We can see your safe return if that's what you wish.
Well, it would be much appreciated. As old Bessie here, and he reaches back and scratches the large goat, and he says, old Bessie here isn't
Seriously?
quite the protector that
Did
she
he
used
just
to
change
be.
his name?
Every time he has.
It wasn't him.
It was Jeremy and it was Joshua, and now it's Bessie.
Oh my god, this guy's a weirdo.
Can we do a
Like
check on this goat to see if it's actually a goat?
I think you guys already did that.
No,
He
I
was
think we
just
just said
passive.
it. I don't think
We
read
just
it.
talked about it.
It's definitely not two guys wearing a goat suit, if that's what you're asking.
Should we skewer the goat just in case?
Is it a demon brainwashing this old man?
Probably.
Probably, okay.
Someone should roll an inside check on that old man, because I didn't
He
get to
made
do
me
it
use
last
my
time.
passive.
All
I
right,
don't have
Cassie,
insight,
what do you
so
want to
I
do
don't
your
know if I can
persuasion
do it.
check on?
For the conversation between the sheep man and Mushi.
All right, what are you trying to persuade him to do?
I don't know. Oh, let me see. Well, I mean, I'm not doing anything sneaky. I just, try to, enjoy the conversation.
So you're not really trying to persuade him about anything, just kind of listening?
But yeah, like, understand what they're talking about for his, I was, shoot, I'm gibberish, my bad. I just want to, being curious to understand what his request is about.
So he's not. His only request was really kind of something Mushi suggested.
Okay.
That was to just kind of more or less walk him back home to Red Larch.
And before we leave, I do think it would be best to bury up those people again. I don't like the idea of leaving them unburied in their graves. Just saying. If we can do that Mulder again.
I'm going to take the battle axe off of the main lady.
All right. Go ahead and add a red metal battle axe to your inventory.
It doesn't bother me if we loot them. I just don't want to leave them uncovered.
Well, I recall. Yes. I have a particular half-orc that I need to talk to at the tavern.
Is this about our gamble tonight?
No, Lothar just wants to get laid.
No.
Oh my god.
No half-orc for me. Thank you very much. I have a half enough in me as it is. No,
Half-orc racist.
It's...
That sentence there says so much about Lothar that he's already got so much halves in him already.
Yes, he doesn't need any more. Any case, I did tell everybody about the half-orc, right?
I don't remember.
I don't think you
I don't
did.
think so.
I know you and Cassie sat in the tavern for a long time, but I don't think we ever actually talked about it.
Oh, that's good. Nobody knows. Fantastic.
Did you bang a half-orc when we weren't looking?
You may have.
It depends.
I'll never tell.
Does that change your opinion of me?
Yes.
It would definitely change Miyushi, that's for sure.
Oh, you don't care anymore. You're off getting bagels with Gerbender. I see how it is.
I'm not gonna follow a goat man when there's food involved.
I see how it is. I have to become a baker.
I'll be right back.
All right.
The key to the woman's heart.
So the old man
Thanks,
once
Grace,
again
about it.
pounds his staff on the dirt and makes the clicking sounds, and the goats proceed back towards the road in the direction a lot of you came from, back towards Red Larch.
And Miyushi will walk with him as talked about.
All right, and he shouts out, "We better be speeding up our pace if we're going to be making it back before sunset."
And she nods and continues walking.
I know Lyria
Assuming
wouldn't
people
care
are
because she likes
following
the
her.
dark.
Usually you would think, but their tokens say otherwise.
It's cool. I got this. I'll protect the goat people. I like the goats.
You got a fireball. You know what to do.
I have horns. We can relate.
I could just imagine her be like, all right, outside the stable, let's butt heads.
I like goats. I would never fight them.
All right.
I like animals. I don't want to hurt anyone, living things either.
You guys just killed a manticore.
That's different.
Was that a beast?
No, but it's a monster.
Living animal.
Was it a beast?
It's a monstrosity.
Oh, well, Rom would have killed it then. I don't think anybody would care.
All right. So after some time, the group finds their way back into town. And where is he? There he is. And he leaves his sheep kind of in one of the pastures just on the outside of town. he proceeds down the road with you guys. And with that, we can go ahead and take our halfway break.
Okay.
Yeah.